With each election that progresses, things just get dumber and dumber and dumber. For what? So that a bunch of oligarchic donors can battle over the window dressing? Because that's all they fight over. I mean, it's nothing significant. No one has any solutions to the problems, the actual problems affecting this country, because they're all built in. And why do you want to fix something that you benefit from? I mean, take immigration. Immigration is such a complex issue that's even easier to understand when you realize the economics of scale of the whole thing. So in the third world, they've been doing this disgusting thing for several decades, whereby they abort their female offspring to have larger families with more male children for various reasons, prestige, economic incentives, whatever you have it. So you have multiple countries like Nigeria or India that have surplus male populations in the tens of millions. These men will never find gainful employment. They'll never find a partner. They'll never start families. They're essentially societal deadweight that's just sitting around ready to throw a revolution. And that's not going to work for international capital because they need those places to extract resources and cheap labor from. So they're not going to want to see any kind of government put in place that actually gives a shit about the dignity of anyone that lives there. So what do? Oh, they realize that certain social policies we've pushed in the West have also forced people to not be able to have families and to think of children as a burden instead of a blessing. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll prop up our fiat economy and we'll solve the problem of females not having children by just bringing all the surplus men into the West. So you need to understand that Donald Trump's never going to fix immigration. The Democrats are never going to fix immigration because they're oligarchic donors who rely on the global financial system for their wealth and power, need this immigration as a function to keep their regime afloat. Has nothing to do with diversity or humanity or wanting to help people. And it has everything to do with keeping a corrupt financial system slowly chugging along like it ain't got a problem. You know, the people who pretend to want to help the immigrant, okay, it's noble. Especially when it comes to America, we all came from immigrants at some point. Even the friggin' Indians walked over a land bridge 10,000 something years ago, okay? No one is native to these shores. The difference is immigration before the 90s was not nearly this forced or malicious. And it's all because of the abortion problem. It's all because when they brought family planning into the third world, they created a monstrous surplus male population that they didn't know what the hell to do with. So guess what, Westerners? You get to benefit from that. You get to get screwed. Your quality of life gets to decrease. And it's not necessarily because all these immigrants are bad people and all the other horse shit that, you know, the pundits like to spout out. It's simple economics of scale and civics. We don't teach civics, so most people don't know what the hell that is. But when you keep packing people into a society and you don't upgrade any of the infrastructure, your quality of life degrades. When you keep importing people from lower developed economic societies with lower wage and work expectations, you degrade the value of labor and destroy the middle class. But just staple a green card to the diploma because that'll fix it. That'll keep it chugging along for another couple years so the boomers can reverse mortgage their fucking homes and take another vacation. And that's why we're here. Because none of you vote in primaries, but old people do. And the man on the TV tells them that they vote for these I had to be diplomatic about this. If they vote for these puppets of the oligarchy perpetually telling lies to their face that everything's gonna be all right. But anyone with half a brain knows that's BS. Anyone with half a brain knows they've been getting snowed by now. I have sympathy for all the people that are gonna go pull a lever today for one or the other of these vermin and say to themselves, they're not as bad as the other one. I have full sympathy for that. At least you're being honest with yourselves. But the reason we have these two vermin is because there's a collection of, like I said, infantile children in this country who won't be honest with themselves. who won't admit that we've been treated like livestock and that we need to do something about it to reclaim our collective dignity as a people and as individuals.